my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part one of this recent unboxing that I'm doing. I haven't figured out a name for what I'm going to call this unboxing, but it is a big one. It's not as big as some of the others, but there's a lot of really great stuff in this one. I decided to make it 10 parts, and I'm not going to be showing as many comics as I normally do, but I want to spend more time on each comic if that makes sense. I really want to show you why I bought the comics and, you know, show why they are so cool. So I'm still going to show lots of comics though. Don't worry about that. But I'm going to show you, like, you'll see, like this is the first stack. This is just part one, and they're all about the same level of amount of stuff in each part. So I say I'm cutting back, but then I show a lot anyways. So it is how it is. I want to actually start this video pretty light with a Comic Tom mystery mail call. I get it every month, and I figure I should show it. So it's, if you're not familiar with Comic Tom, he does like a mystery mail call. And you know, you get some exclusives and stuff like that. So I'll show you what he sent this month, and you tell me what you think of it. Is it worth the $20 or $30 I pay for this? So we get Amazing Spider-Man 303. Not a bad one, actually. I think this was on some hot list recently. I'm not sure, but 303. It's one I do not have. I have, like, you know, all the other issues around this number, but not this one. So 303. So I thought that was actually okay, because it was something I actually needed in my collection. Then we got Maleficent #1, and I actually have this, but not this variant. This is the Comic Tom exclusive variant, so I didn't have this one, so I thought that was kind of nice. And I'm actually a Disney fan, so which is weird, but yeah. And then we got, I like this one a lot. This is Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones, and it's their exclusive variant. I'm not sure who did it, but it's very nice. Looks like Mayer or something like that, but I'm not sure. Who does it say it did? Oh, Ariel Diaz. So Ariel Diaz did this one, so that's nice. A very nice cover, actually. Okay, and then we got another exclusive, and this is the Vampirella one. I really like this one. This was really well done. And this is Vampirella versus the Superpowers, limited to 600. So nice. And what was the Spider Clones one? It was limited to 3,000. Wow, a lot of those ones. Okay, so that was the Comic Tom exclusive. You can tell me in the comments below. I actually really like this Vampirella. I think it's quite nice. You can tell me in the comments below what you thought. Okay, so this next one, I should have like did a little bit more opening for you, but hey, we're gonna find out together what it is instead of me actually already knowing kind of what it is. Okay, let's see if I snuck it out without having to open it. Okay, what is this one? Oh, okay, so recently I did a video about Archie and all the key appearances, and everybody complained, oh, you didn't mention Big Ethel. That's me mocking the people that make fun of me for not doing something. So yeah, I'm terrible at mocking people. So I ended up picking up Big Ethel's first appearance, which is in Jughead number 84. Okay, so all those naysayers that go on about, you know, oh, you didn't show Big Ethel. Well, I showed Big Ethel. This is Big Ethel's first appearance, and it's in Jughead, Archie's Pal, Jughead number 84. And I forget when this is from. It looks like a Silver Age book. I think it's from like the 60s. I'm somewhat worried about it though. It's in lower shape grade than I would have thought. It looks like the cover has got some issues going on here. I don't know, but definitely an interesting one. Oh, actually, look, the piece is missing. Is right there. That should be, this piece should be there. At least they included it, which is nice. But it's a shame that it is not attached. Oh well. Not quite the grade that I was expecting on that one, but definitely an interesting one. Okay, This next book is something else that I like to collect. So I like collecting first appearances. I like collecting first artist appearances, but this is something a little different. This is the first appearance of a comic company. So this is the very first time we have Boom. This is the very first comic done by Boom Studios. So this is Zombie Tales. I thought, hey, this is kind of a very fitting for me, almost like Zombie Tramp, like comics. So I thought, wow, what a cool comic to be the first from Boom Studios. So I figured I had to get it. And yeah, it's sort of sexy too. It's like porn star. Vaughn Dead. I thought that was kind of cute. So yeah, so this is the very first comic ever produced by Boom Studios. I thought that was kind of fun. My friend Joe from Black Box Silver and Bronze was mentioning that one to me. Okay, this one, next one's cool. This one is kind of interesting. The story behind this one is my friend Steve Gentner. Is this the one? I think it's this one. Basically, he bought a comic. He bought this exact same one. He actually bought this one. And I noticed that, I thought, hey, that's a really cool cover. I wanted to get it for my collection. And I was like, you know, looking for it. And then it got relisted on my comic shop, but in a higher grade, like a new copy, and not relisted, but a new copy got listed, higher grade, slabbed, and looked really great. I put it in my shopping cart, and then I get this message just as I'm about to check out from Steve Gentner saying, hey, you know what? I found a better copy of it. And he bought the one that I was about to buy. So then he said, oh, I'll sell you my extra copy, which was the first one he got, which was the lower grade one. And I figured, hey, why not? I'll buy it from him. So it's kind of funny that he ended up he sniped my higher grade copy, but it's okay. He ended up selling me his low grade copy. So this is like a 4.0, I believe. This was from my comic shop. So it's just, you know, it's a nice Ellery Queen comic. These were done by Superior Comics, and they're just quite nice. They're just, you know, really great, good girl art. Some pre-code horror, but this one has like, I don't know what's going on with her neck. She looks like she has like, that's like some weird necklace, and just like, you know, this girl in the red dress, she looks like she's getting swept away or something. Who knows what's going on here. But just a really interesting one. World Famous Detective, Ellery Queen. Now, these were only done in Canada. As I said, it was done by Superior Comics. It was a very short-lived run. I think it's only like 6 or so issues. This was actually number 3. And I'm actually trying to get the set of these. So the first one's probably the coolest cover. It's like this hand with like kind of gnarly looking hand with all these skull rings, and it's like approaching some woman. It's just like this big hand. It looks really cool. I have that as a slab somewhere. But I've been trying to pick up the whole run. So that was part of that. And next one. Oh, okay. And another thing that Stephen and I were talking about, this was just a really great cover. It's like some exclusive variant. It's like Amazing Spider-Man. And it kind of reminds me of Anne Hathaway. Amazing Spider-Man. It's like supposed to be like the Black Cat, but just a very good cover. There's this version, and I bought both versions. So this is the Virgin variant. I just thought it was really, really well done. So I think these are Warren Lau. I'm pretty sure it's Warren Lau. And if I'm wrong, you can comment in the comments below and tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind. And then next thing was Alex the Comic Hoarder had a claim sale, and it wasn't it wasn't just him on the claim sale. It was two other guys who were involved. One was pretty nice about allowing me to just pay non-friends and family way, which saves like a 1 or 2%. And he had a bunch of cool books, and one of the books that he had was this one, which was The Savage Sword of Conan, #1. And I always wanted this book in my collection, and he sold it for a really great price, so I was like, sure, why not? I think it was like 50 bucks. It's not bad condition. You know, looks kind of cool. It's a great cover. I think is it Barry something Smith, or no, one sec here. No, it's Boris. Oh wow. Okay, Boris cover. So really great. I was thinking it was Barry Windsor Smith, but nope, it's Boris. Another great artist. These Conan books had really amazing covers, but I never had this one in my collection, always wanted it in my collection. I think it's the first appearance of a character as well. I'm not sure. I think it's the first, I know what it is. So this is actually a key book, and I had to think about it for a second there. I don't remember every key of every book, but I do remember this one. And the reason I remember this one is it's a key that that kind of appeals to my my love of sexy women. And one of the sexiest women that I can think of is Red Sonja. And this is actually when Red Sonja becomes a little bit sexier than how she had appeared earlier. Now, in her earlier appearance, she wore like a full chainmail like top. But in this, you can see it's kind of like this metal brassiere kind of style of chainmail. So this is the first appearance of that look for Red Sonja, and it became the classic look for Red Sonja. So yeah, so this is The Savage Sword of Conan, #1, the first appearance of the Red Sonja bra, the metal bra. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just a really great cover. So I was super excited to get that one. Okay, so we got some cool books now. This one I should have sneakily shown a little bit of in the preview video that I did for this. And this one was just, I always amazed by how affordable like these old Disney books are. Just insanely cheap. I think I paid $5 for this. $5. And it's like, I can tell you, like, I'm gonna read the date and you're gonna be like, $5? How is that even possible? Okay, so this is from, one sec here, I gotta look it up. It is from 1939. This is from 1939. It is just a cool looking Disney book. So this is Donald Duck and His Friends. There's no key about this. It's just a cool book. And it's like, I paid $5 for it. I can't believe I got it for $5. It's just a cool old Disney book. Walt Disney storybooks. I just think it's really, and it's in really great shape actually. And we got, yeah, it's like, I don't know if it has color. Yeah, it even has color. It's all in color. Yeah, little stories and stuff. Yeah, so cute. So I really like it. So, you know, you got some Goofy. So just a really early Walt Disney book. And these, as I said, they really are inexpensive. I think they're cool. I'm not sure, you know, how other collectors feel about them, but I just really like these. I mean, look at the cover. Just, it's so something classic about it. Maybe because I grew up reading Disney books, I have like a little bit of a sentimental feeling about them. Yeah, I really like this one. So that's that was another one that, it's weird. This is a bit of Steve Gentner influence theme, because he was showing me that one. I was like, oh, that's totally my kind of something I'd like. So I ended up picking up myself. I always try to find it for a cheaper price than what he gets it for. That's one of my games that I like to play. So yeah, yeah, that was a cool book. So oh wow, I didn't even know what this one looked like. I'm so surprised. I didn't. So this next one is a really interesting one. I don't know. So a lot of the time when I do my Q&A videos, it influences me to buy certain books, because I'll be like, I go down a rabbit hole of looking up, researching, whatever it is, and I get really intrigued by something or other. And that's what happened with this one. I just got sort of fascinated with these kind of characters that are doctors. Like one of the questions for my Wednesday video where I answer people's questions was, you know, about different doctors in comics. And one of the doctors that I had actually comics from, but not actually the first appearance, was Dr. Spectre. And this is that doctor's first appearance. This is Boris Karloff's Tales of Mystery. It's like Mystery Comics Digest. I forget what issue number it is, but it's the first appearance of Dr. Speckler or something like that. Yeah. So it's in really rough shape. You can see a big piece missing here, like tape hole there, and it's like all chipped down here. It's not in great shape. It was the only copy I could find online. It wasn't expensive, so I was like, why not? It's kind of cool. I actually had the comics, the Gold Key comics for this one, so I thought it was interesting. Okay, so that's kind of fun. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, it's funny when, you know, you watch those kind of videos where it's like Comic Tom or something like that, and you get that kind of feeling of FOMO. It's weird when I create my own FOMO, when I create a situation where I want to buy a book because of being influenced by my own video. So it's kind of weird that way. It's like here. This one is a little bit more challenging than I expected. I thought this would be an easy one to get out, and it's not. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. I don't want to use a knife on it because I'm so paranoid. Sometimes when people put things in like these little plastic bags, I'm always paranoid of slicing into them because you'll accidentally slice into the book. And it's always a scary thing. Because I've done it before where I've actually sliced into the book because of the way it was bagged. Okay, so this one, actually they were smart. They actually put boards on both sides. Just take the board out and see what it is. Oh, okay, it's a cool one. This is Cinderella Love number 11. Now, this is, I think it was like again, pieces missing. I don't know, maybe another sub theme is like the piece missing, and see the piece, and it just fell out right here. So it must have been pretty brittle for that to have happened. I have a feeling that happened in shipping because in the picture, this piece was actually there. So this is Cinderella Love number 11. This is a photo cover, which most people don't really like, and they're not necessarily that collectible. I think I paid less than 20 bucks for this. But I actually want to get this whole run, this Cinderella Love run. Now the later issues in the Cinderella Love run feature the artwork of Matt Baker, and they're considered some of his most famous covers, and they are brilliant. This one is not a Matt Baker. It's, as I said, it's a photo cover, but I still, something about this whole series is charming to me. I really like it. It was from Ziff Davis, and just a really cool run. So yeah, so that's Cinderella Love number 11. And you'll see a bunch of Cinderella Loves in this unboxing series. And none of them are the big Matt Baker ones. I tried, but I didn't succeed on getting any of the Matt Baker Cinderella Loves. I really did try. Oh my goodness. So I was just saying, oh, there's going to be more Cinderella Love in this unboxing. And the next book I pick up is another Cinderella Love. This is Cinderella Love number 7. And as I said, I am trying to get the run. These are all photo covers. They are the fairly inexpensive books in the run. As I said, the Matt Baker ones go for like tens of thousands of dollars. whereas these go for 20 bucks or less. I think and it's actually in reasonable shape. A little faded, but still a reasonable shape. And I think there's something charming about these early romance books. This is Cinderella Love number 7. And then we got a small My Comic Shop order. I can tell this is My Comic Shop. Okay. Oh, nice. Right off the bat, another cool book. I believe this is Alex Schomburg. So this is the Black Terror number 21, and it's just a really great Alex Schomburg cover. You got the Black Terror right there. And he was a superhero. I always thought he didn't look like a superhero because he's called the Black Terror, and he's got like a skull on his chest. So yeah, just kind of very Punisher-like, actually, strangely enough. And so this is the Black Terror number 21, and it's just a really great Good Girl art cover. It's probably one of my favorite covers from the run, just because it's a Good Girl art cover. I really liked it, so I figured I'd pick it up, and it looks nice. So she's got a big branding on her though. It says, for those people that are interested, it's Markham's Pharmacy. It's so weird. Okay, they stamped it. I guess they was selling at that pharmacy. Okay, this other one. Okay, 1 sec here. I gotta. I'm kind of taped in here. Wow, they really taped this one in. Okay. Get rid of that bag. Oh wow! So this one's really interesting. This is Fantasia. Now, what happened was, My Comic Shop had an auction, and one of the ones that was on the auction was this book. It's like Fantasia, and it's like over 1,000 jokes, over 100 cartoons, and it kind of reminds me of those books where you like learn to draw, kind of that style, but it's a humor book. Similar to like cartoon humor or you know, those kind of campy cartoon ones. I thought this was really fun. This is from 1957. It's just really, you know, nice Good Girl pinup comic. So Fantasia number 1. And what happened was they had an auction, and I didn't lose. I didn't win the auction for this book. But they had other copies that I was able to actually pick up for cheaper than what the auction had gone for. So, hey, why not? It's even better to get it for a better price than what the auction goes for. So, and then we got some big ones here. Okay. So the next one is Lunar Tunes. This is a really interesting one. I forget who told. I think it was Joe that told me about this one. Just a really interesting Wally Wood comic. And we got, oh, it's actually slightly. It's actually censored before I even have to censor it. Yeah. So it's got the artwork of Wally Wood, or Wally Wood. You know, somebody in the style of Wally Wood. And I cannot show this one. Well, I can show some of it. It's like a black and white interior. Can't show it. Yeah, so it's a bit risque. Actually, did I show anything there? No. So, but it's you know, it's this kind of very nice quality to it. This is Lunar Tunes. It's just a one-shot, and it's like a Wally Wood art. So I thought that was fun. Okay, this next one is one that I have 2 of. This is one I have, and oh my goodness, it's in rough shape. I didn't pay much for this. This is, it's got, okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Somebody sliced it. I have a feeling this was not from the guy that sold it to me. I think somebody, when they opened up the shipment, sliced into this book. Ah, so frustrating. This is Satan, a magazine #1. And this was like a sort of a competitor to Playboy. Not nearly as successful as Playboy. But it's just another magazine. It's just a interesting one. I got this so cheap. I paid like 20 bucks for it. So I thought it was really interesting. Normally it can go for several $100s because it is quite rare. And if you look in it, it's actually fairly tame. It's just pinups, really. I actually was looking at it before. So this will be my reader copy, I guess. I'm really upset that somebody sliced into it in the back. But, so yeah. And that wasn't me. That wasn't me that sliced into it. This is how, because I didn't slice this at all. So yeah, Satan #1. I'll have to bag import it. I'm a little bit upset about the back of it. Okay, this next one is really interesting. I didn't realize that was such a large book. And actually I thought it had gotten lost. And I got this actually from an old military vet. I think he had actually bought this. This is from the original guy's collection. Because the guy seemed like he was, you know, kind of an older gentleman. And this is the Yank. This was a magazine that came out during the war. And you can see it's from 1943. Actually, I believe the editor was it MacArthur? I think it was MacArthur, who was the editor. We can actually check. I'll open it up and show you. But this is actually the very first cover appearance of Sad Sack. That is Sad Sack right there. Now, actually, Sad Sack appears in an earlier one where he makes his first appearance, but this is his first cover appearance. And this is his first printed cover appearance. The interesting thing about the Yank was that it was a weekly publication that was kind of put out by the military for the soldiers. And the guy that created Sad Sack, which is Sergeant George Baker, he was in the military, and you know, they would get the different recruits to basically contribute to this magazine. So it's kind of interesting. You got a whole bunch of different art on the back, and they would have different artists throughout. This isn't, it's fairly old and in really rough shape, but I'm going to try to look up. This is the first anniversary issue, and you can see, like, actually, I'm not sure if you can see that. I got it bent in a weird way, but you can see it has like photos from the war and stuff. It's just a very interesting book. Yeah, and it says Yanks. Oh, no, it doesn't say. One sec here. Does it say who the editor is? Pretty sure it was Douglas MacArthur. I'm pretty sure. I thought that was interesting when I was looking up this book. It might say. One sec here. I'm trying to look up. It doesn't say. Of course not. But yeah, I just thought it was a very interesting magazine. But it's cool to get that first cover appearance. I always like getting, that's another thing I try to collect, is first cover appearances. And I thought this is it's huge. It's quite interesting. Okay, and the humor is quite good in them, actually, these military ones. Okay, this next book is another kind of cool first appearance. This is Raw Comics. It's another big book. And this is like sort of like these different artists, various artists. Okay, it just happens at the very back of this one. I think this is Raw Comics #2, but this, you get like an insert for Mouse. Okay, and very famous book, got, you know, banned because of, like, it did have nudity in it. It wasn't banned altogether, just wasn't allowed in the schools because of the nudity. People got really outraged by it, but it was really wasn't as bad as they were making it out to be. So yeah, so this Mouse book This is actually the very first appearance of Mouse, was in this magazine. It's a kind of interesting book in that respect, that it has this first appearance of Mouse. So if you're ever looking for the first appearance of Mouse, you can find it in this one, which is Raw Comics, or Raw Magazine #2. And just a really, really hard book to find, actually. It's strangely a very difficult book to find, that one. And they go for quite a bit of money. I was shocked how much they can go for. I was able to kind of look around and found one where it was listed fairly affordably. But I've seen like several $100s on that book because it is, as I said, the first appearance of Mouse. Okay, this next one, let's see if I can open this. Oh, interesting. Okay. This is the last one I'm going to show. And it's, of course, challenging to open up. That's always the case here. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't know. Some people complain when they watch me struggle opening these boxes. I should do this beforehand, but I don't know, you know, if it's going to be a quick thing or not. Sometimes it looks like it's going to be easy, and then it turns out it's not, and that's what the case was with this one. So I don't know. I prefer to kind of show you guys my actual reaction and not like a fake, oh wow, I didn't know. Yeah, it's like, and then it's already previously opened. It's kind of seems very fake to me. So I kind of like, I don't know. I like giving my natural, real reaction to opening up something. I have no idea what this is. All I know is it's really hard to open. Okay. Oh, okay. There's some skimpy girls in the back. I know what this is. Oh, this is cool. This is a cool one. So once, see, that's natural reaction. That's why. This is a cool book. Wow, I'm super excited about this one. Okay, so this is Scribblings by Dean Yeagle. And just a really cool book. This is actually the very first appearance of Mandy. I think it's either this one or one of the ones associated to this one. I'm not sure. I think it's this one. The first appearance of Mandy. Just a character that's, you know, a fun pinup character. I did a trade with for some of my Golden Age books for some original or limited edition comics with this character, and I thought, hey, why not get her first appearance? So this is Scribblings by Dan Yeagle, and it's from 2003. Just a kind of fun backup cover there too. So I just thought this was really cute, and that's Mandy. So I thought it was cool. Let's get her first appearance. So that was fun. And that is it for this unboxing. So I hope you enjoyed. Actually, there was some pretty cool stuff in there. So as I said, I'm going to show less comics, but I'm going to try to explain them more and give you a little bit more depth to them. So stay tuned for part 2, and each unboxing will have actually some pretty cool things in it. If you like, you know, similar level to this for the most part, some bigger books at the end, definitely much bigger, like really big. But yes, there's going to be some cool books in this one. I hope you watch all the parts. It is 10 parts. It will be fun. So yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays I air my unboxings. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Please give this a like. It helps the algorithm. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.